Guys, I'm making this edit here to show you which type of JB weld that you'd want to buy for this. This actually sticks to the nylon, will bond the nylon together. The JB weld that I used in the video that you're about to watch did not work. It doesn't stick to the nylon the way you want it to. It seems like it sticks in there until you actually put it in and it breaks free. So make sure that you use this type of weld, otherwise you're just going to have to do it twice. Like and subscribe. Alright, today I am going to show you guys how to fix one of these pumps from the high efficiency washing machines. Seems like every year, maybe 2 years, I have to buy a new one. I got to looking at it when it fell apart when I took it out of there, and it seems like it'd be pretty easy to fix. This is just the drain pump. Alright, so this piece right here is your impeller, and it's supposed to be pressed on here and spin over. It keeps falling off. Look inside of there, you can see there's like a groove. When you look at the end of this, the way that is, it fits in that groove. We need to get behind this and figure out a way to hold this up, because the way that this is actually held together is with this little white ring here, right there. It has to press inside of this little lip inside of here. Now, I don't know what kind of sealant they use, or if it's press fit in there or what, but it only lasts about a year or two and it falls apart. There's an O-ring that goes in there, and you got to make sure that's in there before you end up putting it back together. Little rubber O-ring, so when you take it out of your washing machine, make sure that you don't lose this little O-ring. It'll be there somewhere. This one this time happened to be still attached into this one. The other one wasn't. But when I pull this out, it goes right back in. And what that is the magnet. So there's a little clip right here. There's a little clip right here. I need to pry those up and get it to come out of there. You don't want it to break, but you do need to get it to come out. So try to pry this out right here just a little bit. Flip it to the other side. It looks like I lost my progress. It's past that. It should just pop right out. I think it's still hanging up right here. It's hanging up somewhere. There we go. So this will just slide right out. Now when you pull this out, it doesn't go back in easily. That'll help with the gluing when you go to glue it. Alright, so what I did too before I started this video is I cleaned these. This and this had a lot of black on it. I used a Q-tip, I used a toothbrush and some soap. Cleaned it out with that, rinsed it off, let it dry. This has still got some water behind it, but the little plastic ring is what we're going to have to work with, so that's dry. Now, I think that the black stuff that was inside of here When you can still see a little bit of black stuff down in there. I think that was old grease that they used. I found some grease that I had laying around, some old snowmobile grease, and I just got a little bit of it here in this, and I'm going to try to put some of it in there with the toothpick. Just kind of pack it in the middle. I don't want to get this on the spot where I need to glue, okay, but I do want to have some grease inside of there because this thing doesn't really fill that hole up. It's got some play in it when it's spinning on there on the end because it's cut out weird. I don't know why they made it like that. It's got to be something to do with them trying to make it fail soon enough so you have to replace it. But you don't need a lot of grease in there, you just need something in there. Now, the thing is you're going to want to press this down and get it pushed in there really well. So come up with a way with this little thing here. If you look at that thing, that will actually fit right behind there under this little lip here. Pull this out, pull this ring all the way out. See how it goes in and out. Alright, so you want to put this back behind here, and it'll tuck right in the way I shape it. I got it cut right there. It tucks right in inside that little groove, and now when I try to push this down, it doesn't go down all the way. That stops it, and it's nice and level. Okay, so if you notice the little shape of this here, this was an accidental thing, but when I've been practicing with this before the video just to see how to do this, this little spot right here helps me get it right back out of there. But if I come from any other angle, I can't get this thing come back out. It just keeps on staying in there. Oh, I think I might have just got it from another angle. It's kind of difficult though. So anyway, you want to take and have something that you cut out. It's going to be about like that shape. It doesn't. I'm sure there's plenty of other shapes that'll work. Even a circle will probably work in there, but it's going to be kind of hard to get out after it's glued together, and you'll see why later. So I'm going to put this back in here. We're going to get this little O-ring in here so we don't forget it. And we're going to mix up some JB Weld, and we're going to try to do JB Weld and see if this will work. I'm pretty sure this is going to probably hold a lot better than whatever they used originally. But time will tell with that, because I'm going to put this in my washing machine and test it. You don't need a whole lot of this JB Weld. It's a small area that you're gluing. It's a small surface area that touches. Make sure you mix this stuff up really good. This JB Weld is the quick JB Weld that sets up a little bit faster, but you still need to let it cure. I'm definitely going to let this cure overnight. Probably put it in after work tomorrow evening. Now remember, I cleaned this area nice and clean. I want to show you something real quick too. What I did with both this little white ring here and inside of here where the surfaces are going to match is I put little tiny grooves in there, little tiny little cuts in the plastic, And that's just to help so that the JB Weld has some little grooves to get into and hold on to. And it's probably going to make a big difference on how long this lasts and holds on, how tight it can hold on. You want to spread this in there pretty good. I think I might even mix up a little bit more of this stuff really fast before this starts setting up. Just put a little bit more in there than what I used. Looks like it's coated pretty good though. Nah, it's coated pretty good. I don't need any more. Coated it all around there. Now I got this, I already got my plastic piece in there, so I'm going to line up where that little groove fits in here. Line this up, press it down on there. Now I want to hold this down on here and let it set up. You can clamp it. You can, probably set it upside down like this and balance it on something. Like here's a screwdriver. You can just set it down there like this. But what you don't want is when it falls off or something. So definitely want to keep it in there. I am going to let this set up for a little while, and then I will be back. Like and subscribe. Alright guys, I'm back here. This is set up enough that it's tight on there. I'm still going to let this sit overnight, but I can take my little piece out now in there. My little plastic piece inside of there still. Okay, got it out. I'm just going to let that sit overnight. We can put this back on there, but I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that. It just slides right in. Just slide that right together. You can see how the shape fits right in there. You want to make sure your plugs on there are facing outwards. And just slide that right in there. It'll clip right in those little grooves right here. See if I can get those to show up on the camera for you or not. A little notch. So it slides right in that notch. I don't want that magnet putting pressure on this thing while it cures all the way overnight, so I'm going to leave that. But after you do that, you just put it back in the washing machine. It should be fixed. If this video helped you in any way, please hit that thumbs up button. Give a comment, help some other people out if you have anything to add to it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.